Hello, sketchbook heroes and sketchbook warriors. We're in for an incredible record-breaking night tonight. Let me see how many people. We have 97 people here tonight, and our Zoom only holds 100, so it is 60 something or other. And let's see, exactly 6:10. We had a little warm up, and here, let's get going. Let's jump starting. We do start simple. Uh, Here, this is really simple. This is drawing for kids. Now, the biggest challenge, we are always taking challenges, as that's why we are heroes and warriors. As a warrior, sketchbook warrior, or even creative warrior, you're taking a risk. You're taking those risks and trying to, take on the challenges. One of the biggest challenges to drawing is spacing, and I remember doing this as a kid, writing the word boy and then just drawing it out. This might be too simple for some of you. We'll do one. And this is kind of, it does get stretch it a little bit. I mean, some of these, like they have it like duck this way, and then it really gets a little but there's some really good ones in here. A lady, you're turning a lady into a lady. So the word lady, and then you can see lady here. Yeah, and then there you go. There's a whole bunch. And I've actually run across some other ones. Oh, that's a cute one. I like that girl. Okay, we'll probably do this girl first. Yeah, just right off the cuff. So we're going to draw this girl. If you want to screenshot it and do it, we'll do this girl first. We'll start off simple, and it is spacing, and it is really about practice. The more you practice, the more you progress. So here, let's see if I can see if I can. Oh yeah, here we go. Here's my tools. Screenshot. Oh, it's going to disappear. Let's see if it does. Oh, it did. I can't get it. Somebody else is going to have to do it because it disappears on me. Let's escape that. There we go. So if you can screenshot that and put it in the chat, and if you're watching live or if you're watching on YouTube, you can screenshot that and put it in yourself. That would be great. I appreciate it. Yay, keep going. We are here. I see a hi and a hello and all that stuff. Vladimir, thank you so much. I think that's it. Let me see. Da da da. Thank you. Awesome. That's what teamwork's about. And that's why we're going weekly. We're going weekly because I want to build this community where just do it. It's the just do it community. I was in Mexico, I guess. And I did do some sketching. Yeah, that's one of them. Oh, this was and I was on the beach. On the beach in Mexico. So yeah, a lot of vendors. These are just really kind of, I don't know, you can see some sketching there people there. I think that's. I did have another sketchbook. I left it on a bus somewhere. That was not good. Oh my gosh, those things happen. Those are your challenges, right? You learn stuff. You live and learn. Here's some more sketching on the beach. Let's see, it was fun. I didn't finish that one. And that's okay. That's okay. Sometimes, people move, things happen. You lose sketchbooks. And it's a good place to have notes. That's another thing. You've got to know why you're drawing. Yeah, you don't have to. Just doing it for fun. Hey, we're just doing it for fun. But if you have a purpose and you're practicing with a purpose and tools, they always say you can use a pen, pencil, doesn't matter. Really, it's really about the practice. And then afterwards, yeah, you can improve and get to that. We'll have more videos and we'll have all that stuff for you. But really, it's the power of practice and asking questions, being curious, creativity. It's the greatest thing. It's Einstein says creativity is genius having fun, intelligence having fun. Here we go. So let's start off with girl tonight. Let's see where we have our paper. Got to turn right side up. We'll start off with that. Where is our girl? Where's our girl? Ooh. Oh, here's a painting. I've got a lot of paintings. Here's a painting I did. And actually, this would be a good one to do. All right, beginner. We are starting beginning. Here's the boy. So if you want to, actually, if you're watching the video, we do have a video. We have a lot of, let's see, Sketchbook Hero not sketchbookhero.com. Yeah, sketchbookhero.com. There's Duck. Where's Lady? There's a Rose. There she is. The girl. We're gonna go with the girl. All right, so we're gonna write girl, GIRL, and it's the spacing. It really is the spacing that makes it hard. All right, let's just do it. Let's see. How does that girl look? Oh, I see what they did. And let's see if we can do this for the girl. All right, so let's start off. All right. So I think spacing is good. Uh, this is funny. Okay, so there's almost like a circle. I'll start off with the circle with the G, right? That's a circle. And they don't explain this. They just say, hey, go at it. And then the G comes down and up like that. There we go. That's going to be one of the eyes. Then we have our spacing. We have a little bit of spacing with the I and the dot. This book is, I got it on Amazon, of course. The Monster, Amazon. And who is it by? I don't think I know. It says Drawing for Kids, How to Draw Word Cartoons. That'll get you there. Nope. Oh, there's a free site. Oh, look at there you go. A free site, drawingHowToDraw.com with 100 tutorials. Oh, there you go. Look at, ooh, more resources. Awesome. Yeah, you just got to practice. You got to immerse yourself. There's the I. Where's the R? Let's see. Watch the spacing. See, I watched my spacing. Oh my gosh. I didn't do that as a kid. My writing was so sloppy. That's one of the first words my mom um, learned. Es sloppy. ¿Qué es eso? Es sloppy. So this is going to be the other I. So the width of this, it should be the width of that G right there. And I think they turned that into an I right there. So that's that, and that's the thing with letters. They have the same height and width. And that's what makes consistency, right? They all line up here, the top of that, you know. I know my mom. Es sloppy. Es sloppy. So that's gonna be an I right there. All right, here we go. And then we have an L. Where's that L? L is on this other side. All right. And watch the spacing because that's the number one of the biggest challenges is the spacing. And the secret to drawing relationships. How do these relate? You can see the top of them, you can see the bottom of them. That's the girl. We're going to turn this into a girl real quick. Okay, let's make these into eyes. Okay, so we've got this G, right? There's our G with our circle. And everything's made up of shapes. There's the secret. Everything's made up of shapes. Here we go. We're going to turn that R into a circle, and they should match up a little bit. If it's not, it's okay. It's not about perfection. It's about practice. The more you practice, the more you progress, and it's about progress, not perfection. I've gone away from practice makes perfect. No, it's practice makes progress. And the more you practice, the more you progress. And especially if you practice with a purpose, practice with direction, right? Here's our eyes. These are going to be our eyes, our girl eyes. Then we've got highlights because the eye is shiny, it's wet. All right, so we're going to put a little circle here and a little circle there. Right, there we are. There's our eyes. And then we shade that in, shade it in, shade it in. Woo. Somebody from St. Louis. I'm going to straighten that out. And yes, beginners. We do start off simple. 99 people. Oh, we hit 100. We hit 100. I don't know. I apologize for those of you coming in late and didn't make it. A suggestion on pencil to use. Yeah, I'm just using a Crayola anything pencil. You can use a pen. You can use anything. You can use the drawing pencils. I have a drawing pencil here. I had it. Yeah, oh no, that's not it. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. When it starts really mattering is when you start into shading. But even that doesn't. It's not a big deal. It's not a big deal. It's what's more important is the practice. All right, we're gonna shade. Yeah, I'm just using this colored pencil. It's a Crayola one. All right. Yeah, where's that? There we go. Let me see. Participants at 100. Wow. Okay, let me mute some of you. All right, there we go. All right, there we go. And again, shading the eye. Yeah, the shading is what's important when you need the other colored pencils. Actually, the shading pencils. And they're those, what's more, that's just the icing on the cake. That's really the icing on the cake. We really want to work on your drawing skills first, especially for totally brand new. I know we saw some stuff tonight that was like amazing. It has some great shading. All right, let's get the hair in here. I think we're not going to have enough space. Talk about spacing problems. Let's zoom out a little bit. Yeah, it's as far as we can zoom. Let's move the camera up then. Yeah, I can see my spacing. I already have some spacing problems. I was focusing on the word. Okay, so I can actually, let me see, watch, just spacing wise. I know that the hair is going to go right here. And then the forehead, actually the hair top is going to be right. I'm going to cut it right at the top of my page. I just didn't make enough space. I didn't really think. I usually think about the big space and do the big shapes first. Yeah, there's usually a process. There's a process. What do you do first, second, third? I usually go big shapes first. Okay, so there's about the hair is about this size. Oh yeah, from the bottom of the eye to that line there, and then that's about the width. And we're looking for these relationships. we're already starting to get proportions, and that's what makes faces tough, is getting the proportions. We're gonna find the center right here, get that nose in there. It's got a little button nose, like a little, almost like the letter N right in there, just kind of like that. Cute little nose. Yeah, and just practice, practice, practice. And there's all kinds of drawings. Well, not really. There's a few. Observational drawing is what we're doing. We're looking at something and trying to draw what we see. That's observing. And that really helps with your other kind of drawing, which is imagination drawing, drawing from imagination or memory. It's a little bit of memory, it's a little bit of imagination and understanding of the shapes. All right, so we're going to go around here. Okay, I can imagine. You can even sketch it if you're unsure, sketch it light until it's right. So yeah, it's going to go around in here. All right, oops, there we go. My screen is flipped, so here we go. It's this rounded shape, and I can kind of imagine an oval shape in there to kind of get the form. We're trying to capture the form. Then just go in there and I can almost see trace it as I come up, and then up on the letter L for the girl right up there. Boom. And you got that bulb shape. And you just got a little cute little smile. You can put it to the side. You can make all these expressions. That's what's awesome about drawing. Really express yourself. Look at that. I changed the mouth a little bit. Adding expressions, feelings, what you're thinking, you're feeling. I do a lot of that in my writing in my sketchbook. Actually, I have more writing in my sketchbook than drawing, but that's fine. It is about thinking and feeling, and what makes us human because, oh man, all this technology stuff is coming really quick. Yes, and we do have a technology. We do have a technology meetup. Let me promote that. Yeah, we had a couple people show up, but not 100 like tonight. Yeah, we did. We had a couple people. So those are going to be on Mondays, but we're also probably going to do it on Sundays as well. There's a request to do things on Sunday. Eyebrows are very expressive. And emotions, yes, we are human. All right, so it's just got this little hair that comes in on the eye, right there, and it comes up, and little triangle shapes. Yeah, everything's made up of shapes. Get that little, almost a W kind of shape right in there, covering that eye. And then, oh, let's curve that in up. It curves up and connects right in there. Yep, yep, yep. And then it's always about not perfection, it's about the next one. Ah, you like that drawing, wait till you see my next one, right? Yeah, don't get caught up on I did that. And it's a part of it is okay because I did it, but you can beat yourself up, you can get especially if you're trying for perfection and you stop because like, oh, it's not good enough. It's not you get the cants in the pants, right? So, oh, I can't do this, I can't do that. Because don't worry, just gotta loosen up, let it go. We have exercises that are coming from scribbling to all kinds of different exercises. I've been saying that for months, but yeah, definitely work on those exercises. Well, especially with the hangouts, well, that'll give us an opportunity to work on those warm-ups because it is good. All right, let's get that hair in there. The hair is kind of like in here, and again, you can do it light till it's right. And then once you have it in, then, boom, boom, boom. Yeah, there you go. It looks good. It's kind of like a circle shape, like a number 8, a bean. It looks like a peanut. There we go. So let's put some ears in there. There's an ear. There's an ear right up at the bottom of that. It's just a half circle. See, all these shapes, everything's made up of shapes. And the more advanced you get, the more complex shapes you get. Because this is like an oval here, or you can see the circle, or you can see there's ways of breaking this down into pieces. This is really complex. I painted this. This is one of my paintings. My name's right there. Yeah, actually, this was from a real flower. Yeah, no, it was fake. No, I actually took the picture and all that. There we go. Yep, yep, yep. Ask questions. You can feel free to put, yeah, somebody asked what pencil. Any pencil's good when you're first starting. Don't get caught up on that. I had somebody it's like driving a Ferrari when you're learning to drive, right? You really don't need to drive in a Ferrari. And if you want to, go ahead. But it's not necessary. Sometimes things hold us back. Oh, I don't have the right pencil. I don't have this. I don't have that. I mean, our biggest challenge is ourselves. We need to overcome those, It's just because you don't have the resources, you need to be resourceful. What is a good size sketchbook? The one you're going to use. This one's a good size. This one's an 8.5 by 11. Yeah, 8.5 by 11. Sketchbook diary. I have another one. This one is smaller. So really, it's the one you're going to use. This one's smaller, but it's good. You know, look at this, cats in the pants. So yeah, what we define ourselves, right? You have your cats. What defines you? I can't. But can you turn your can'ts into cans? Yeah, you can. Can you turn your cats into cans? That's the key, really. And that's the key. That'll take you a long way. Turning your cats to cans. Oh, look at these are some more sketches from my trip. Oh my gosh, they built some amazing cathedrals, but on temples of the Aztecs and the other natives. It was amazing to see all that stuff. See some of my notes, some of my ideas, capturing ideas as soon as possible because they do disappear. I had some ideas and they kind of disappeared. There's my date pack. All right, just ideas and sketches and memories now. All right, let's finish this up. We're almost there. Almost there. Finish up this skill. Do you ever sketch in ink or use watercolor? Yes, I do. And we'll probably be doing that on the Hangouts, on our Hangouts on Sundays. Probably in 2 weeks. In 2 weeks, we'll be doing the Hangouts, just hanging out and doing watercolors and doing whatever you want, just hanging out and doing art, creating art. That's the best thing. Just start a community, hanging out, making a commitment. That's the thing, making a commitment. Because my son, like, I actually, you can work out. But you got to work out consistently if you want to, sometimes we just work out once and then expect those muscles, but those muscles don't come without consistent, continuous practice. All right, looks like a boy. But now we're just going to add the, our tapered tails. We call these tapered tails. They are tapered tails. It's kind of like an S shape. Not enough room. I'm going to have to squeeze it. It's kind of like an S shape. So this one definitely is an S shape on this side. So the first line is the easier one, if you can get it to fit. Spacing, see, that's a spacing problem. And then the next one is a tapered tail. So when we're adding the next line, it goes thicker, it goes wider, and then echoes, and then it closes. That's gonna just imagine this bigger, my notes. That's a mistake. That's okay. What does Bob Ross say? Happy little accidents. All right, looks like the little girl from Frosty the Snowman animation. Oh yeah. Huh. Hey. All right, good questions. Great. That's the learning. We're reaching a time where ignorance is a choice. Even more so now. Ask those questions. Be curious. See this hair, how low it goes? See, looking at these relationships to the bottom. Actually, on our drawing here, it goes lower than that. So you can actually bring it down lower if you'd like. All preference, supercuts right here. See this little droop there. We're almost finished. And then this comes out this way and then comes down and then we're attaching it. There we go. So it's a beginner friendly drawing. I made my mistakes. That's okay. Learn from my mistakes. Take my advice. I'm not using it. There we go. There we go. There it is. One size shorter than the other. That's okay. You got to learn to live with your mistakes. Sometimes it's hard. Oh, you can try it again. Hey, let's try it again. Something really quick. Let's see how fast we can do it. One eye, two eyes. The eyes are closer together. That's spacing. That's okay. Let's make her surprised. See, and then you just practice. The more you practice, the more you progress. You can work really quick. Start telling stories. That's the whole reason. That's one of the reasons to learn how to draw. You can tell stories. You got to know your why. Your whys will get you through. Your whys will make your whys, but your whys will get you through the what and the how. And it's basically the what and the how. How do you do this? How? Right? So it's the how, the process. See, this is going to fit now. I can make my hair as big or as long as I want right here. Here we go. Let's see. She's surprised now. I can change the shape of her face a little bit if I wanted to make it. Whoa. She's like really surprised. Like, whoa, that mouth change is really making her look up. He goes, what happened to your hair? See, this is where iterations, you can make these little changes and make it your own. Bigger ears, smaller ears. And that's, oh, oh, I made her look like she's got bloodshot eyes. That's okay. We can go in there and clean it up. All right, let's make this hair right. There we go. Nice puffy tails. That curve, notice that curve, that S curve, and then a curve back this way. Oh yeah, look at that. Yeah, there's these curves, these S curves are so what do I call it, tapered tails. Really fun to do. I mean, could be the tail of ponytail, a tail on a pony, or all kinds of stuff. We see this shape a lot in our drawings. We might see it tonight again. And see, that's the thing. You practice and you see, oh, I've drawn that before. I can do that. And you build your confidence with confidence. I say it, your confidence, turning your can'ts to cans. I can't do that. It's really a growth mindset, they've discovered that in Stanford. It's really, if you get the cants in the pants and you can't draw, I can't do this, I can't do that, then you can't. Who was it? Henry Ford said, if you think you can, you can. If you think you can't, either way, you're going to be right. So, just gotta get that. I can't yet. You can say that. There it is. Better ponytails there really quickly. All right. Our next drawing. Let's make it a little more challenging. Oh, look at these. That's pretty cool. Let's go with the ones that were posted. Let's see. Oh, this flower looks good too. All right. I usually draw on 8.5 by 11, just like bond paper. Let's go to our next drawing. How many people we still have? Ooh, 100. Going strong. Awesome. Wow. I really apologize for the people who couldn't make it tonight. I am putting a recording, so it will be out on the YouTube. Make sure to join our YouTube channel too as well, so we can grow that channel. Oh, look it. Here we go. We're going to do these plants. Let's do these plants. This is a good one. That's a good next one. Next level. It looks really complex, and it kind of is, but we're going to simplify this. There's a lot of stuff here to this. Okay, there it is. I can screenshot this one. So I'll screenshot this one. Let's break it down though. Let's break it down. Let's break it down if I can get to my tools. Yes, I can. Annotate. All right. So again, we try to see the big shapes. There's a lot of stuff. We can use one of the shapes. Actually, let's see which shape we're going to use. Let's see. Let's go with a circle. There's really only two basic shapes. I think of them as a circle and a square because they have the same height, same width. You can go into the triangles, but that's just angles. I call it wrap. We look for ratios, angles, proportions. Oops. That didn't work. Oh, I'm using a new computer here too. Let me get that mouse. Where did the mouse go? Here it is. There we go. Control Z. Yeah, don't be afraid to try new things. And I've got a new computer here. I had another computer, but I had to return it. But here we go. Let's see. There we go. See, that's a perfect circle right there. Look at that. That's that circle there. Now we can use the R. The biggest thing that helps with your algebra drawings is looking to see relationships. You see that relationship of this is height to the width is 1 to 1. It has the same height, same width. That's the biggest thing with drawing. And then we can use this and see, okay, it comes out over here. So this on this side is a little bit smaller. And looking for these relationships. And here you can see how big that pot is. Pot is about that side compared to this. And then the spacing is about half. Oh yeah, look at that. It's about a half of that size of that that flower. That flower, it's half the size. You can see it's a little bit, probably this comes out more, but it's about half there. It's looking at these relationships. Let's see. I think we can use the square instead. Let's try the square instead. Let's delete that. Oh, let's try squares. There we go. Yeah, so we're just breaking this down, and it takes, observe what you're trying to draw first, and then we're going to draw it out. And our next drawing is going to be a little more challenging, but we'll take it on. Here we go. Let's try this. I think this is almost, I think it's longer than a square, but let's see how that square fits in here. Look at these relationships. Look at that square right there. Ooh, actually, well, look at there it is. It is a square right in there. Look, see that square? And then here it tapers that angle. So we call it wrap. Those are the relationships we look for. Ratios, which is the height to the width, and squares and circles really help. And then we have angles. That's the angles. And it's hard to focus on all these things at the same time. You almost have to conquer them each individually. So we're looking for just ratios. Look around you. This is a good exercise. Look around you and look at objects. Look at the height compared to the width. Is it the same? Is it longer? Is it wider? Is it taller? right? So look around you and look for shapes when you're starting to draw stuff. And then here we go. Let's copy that, copy paste, and then looking for more relationships. So that's the height to the width, and then we got angles all over the place. Ooh, look at that right there. We got two squares that fits like right under there. That'll help. And look at this. This is a little bit less than half of a rectangle. Let's paste another one in there. I'm just copying and pasting, and it's about three. Oh, there's this whole thing is yeah, it's about three. Look at that right there. Three rectangles high. Let's do one more. Right there. And then I can actually, let's see. Yeah, right there. Look at that. Half a rectangle. Let's add one. Let's probably add two more on the sides. This will kind of help. Kind of looks like a hopscotch. Who remembers hopscotch? There it is. There's one. Let's paste another one. And it's got a lot of detail, so don't get scared with the detail. We look at these shapes and we break them down. Let's finish wrap. So we're looking at ratios, angles, proportions, placement, and practice. All right. So this is going to help with proportions and practice. So we can draw this kind of like a hopscotch design, and this will help us get the placement and proportions of everything that we need. So I can copy paste this into the chat, and then we can get started. There's four things in the chat. Are we going to let's see? Are you going to show how are you drawing it? Yes, it's pinned above. Oh, pinned above. Are we supposed to be drawing? You can be drawing whatever you like. We're taking this one a little slow. I am going to draw this. Is it pinned above? No, I'm sharing my screen, so I don't know. It might be your settings. Let me paste this into the chat. I'll screenshot this. There we go. And paste it in the chat. If you want to draw it on your own pace. And that's the whole thing, you know. It's like what I think what here it is. What Carlin would say about driving. Anybody that drives slower than you isn't is anybody drives faster than you is a maniac, and anybody drives slower than you is an idiot. But you know, you got to draw at your own pace. All I can see is the hopscotch picture. Okay, yeah. All right, hold on. We're gonna stop and we're gonna start drawing. Boom, there it is. All right. Okay, let's draw this. All right, here we go. Let's do this. So let's do the hopscotch picture. We have, let me download mine so I can see what I'm doing. My version. All right, cool. So there's, I would probably say, I can even see this as a big square right here, broken into thirds with another two squares below. So actually this thirds, if I see the thirds, yeah, this will fit. See, now I can really see the big picture. Seeing the big picture, that's the thing. And being able to go back and forth, that's a skill. Okay, that's a skill. A skill being able to go back and forth, and that takes some practice. Being able to see the small shapes or the baby shapes is what I call them. I call them the bears, the three bears, the papa shapes, which is the big shapes, the mama shapes, which is the medium-sized shapes, and the baby shapes, the detail, the small stuff. And the small stuff usually goes last. You want to try to see the big shapes. That kind of helps you in the forest when you're lost, right? You want to get a bird's eye view, and then don't get lost in the details. All right, so we've got a square. Looks like it's pretty square, and I know it's gonna. I'm not gonna fit. I can already tell. I have another square up on top, so I can actually look at without having to redraw everything. I can bring it down a little bit. Let's bring it down a little bit. Okay, so this is my width. Bring it down, and you can use your pencil like this to measure. This is why you see artists going like this. They're checking for angles and relationships. You know, they're looking for proportions, right? Here we go. Same height, same width. We eyeball it. If you need to, you know, use a measurement, you can use your pencil. There's the width. There's the height. There's that relationship. Boom, boom, boom. Relationships. So biggest trouble. There we go. There we go. Yeah, it's knowing how to do that. So now we got thirds. Oh man, there's so many people that didn't make it tonight. We had 400 people. And I tried to get my YouTube live thing going, but I had to download who knows what codecs and who knows what. And no, it didn't happen. I just got back from Mexico too. I'm playing the blame game. I don't like doing that. I realize when I do it. And there is some truth to it, but I try not to play the blame game. I try to take ownership of the mistakes. Same thing with when you're working with AI. A lot of times, oh, it doesn't work, but it's sometimes a lot of times it's a user error. User error. All right, here we go. So I'm breaking this big square into thirds, trying to see the thirds. You can use a ruler, you can use all kinds of stuff. I'm just eyeballing. It's a good practice. And then we just add another square up on top for our hopscotch. And what else? We have our three, and then another, let me see, below. Another two below. Yeah, here we go. So it's this one above, and then two below. Trying to get them, doesn't have to be perfect. This is not science. This is art. We go with what we think and feel. But you can be a science. I mean, you can actually do this a lot more accurate. If you're shooting for accuracy, that's okay. But just know that it's really a challenge to make things like it takes time. And you can get lost in that. That's a good thing. All right, let's see. Here we go. Let's start with the bottom and work our way up. Let's work with the pot. Okay, so here we go. So this was where our pot's going to be. Our pot's going to be way down here. Wow, it's going to be way down here. So I think so. Yeah, here we go. This is going to be our pot. I'm gonna make this because now I know this is going to be the top of our pot. So I'm going to go dark. Should I get a marker? Let me see, make sure I have my screen on right. I had I used to have two computers going at the same time. All right, here we go. So let's get that pot a little bit of an angle as it comes in and tapers, and this is symmetrical. So if you want to draw a line of symmetry, that kind of helps finding the center, because that's another challenge. Symmetrical drawing, that's a whole other exercise, another challenge that you want to take on. I'm going to flatten it. There is a little bit of angles down here if you want to try to get the angles, or you can go straight, flat bottom to it, flat bottom pot, flat bottom girls. I was going to say flat bottom. Any Queen fans out there know what I'm talking about? Flat bottom. All right, here we go. So there's the bottom of our pot. The original one does curve a little bit, but we don't need to do that. We can do our own thing. All right, so we're going to look at the half of this next square up here, half. Cut that in half, divide it, eyeball it, and that's the top of the pot. The top of the pot just come out a little bit. And then here we go. Bam, we're working our way from the bottom up. There we go. There's our... Thank you for joining us tonight. Oh my gosh, record-breaking night tonight. And I apologize if you didn't make it and you're watching this recording. Thank you for watching the recording. So like, subscribe. I know if we had everybody that watches subscribe, that'd be awesome. I've never really pushed it. We've been doing this drawing thing for over 2 years, actually since the pandemic. So it's like been 4 years or something. We used to do it weekly, then we went to monthly, but we haven't stopped. All right, let's get our circles. Let's see the big shapes. Now this is a perfect example of big shapes and breaking things down. This is a medium-sized drawing. It is kind of a medium. It's not a beginner drawing, so we're right there. That's good. It's a perfect timing. So there's a circle in here. Who submitted this? I can't see right now. Okay. Ooh, it's going to be in here. I'm kind of sketching lightly, and it's good to sketch lightly, because then you hear. I'll see how dark I did this. I usually would probably do this even lighter, but you wouldn't be able to see it. I've had students complain, I can't see it, mister. All righty, that's okay. Oh, it's actually smaller in here. Ooh, it's smaller. It does come down a little bit. It's going to fit in this area. Ooh, smaller. Yeah, wow. Are my squares right? Something's wrong. It looks like something's off. Yeah, actually, you know what? This is not a square in there. I can see that's not a square. I'm going to bring that up a little bit. I can bring this whole thing up. Yeah, this is not a square. I'm looking at this. I can see here and here. I can see this is not a square. And that's good skill right there. See, caught myself. I would see my students work. And then I would see, that's not right. What? It's not. You want it perfect. I'm like, well, yes and no. But this is off quite a bit. All right, so let me see. I think well, I think that feels right. But again, it doesn't have to be perfect. I think that's good enough. I don't know if Something's off here. I didn't measure it. A lot of talking. It's hard to draw and talk, actually. Yeah, alrighty. So there's going to be one of our circles, and this another cactus, a little bit of overlapping. This cacti comes out. Wow, yeah, okay. You know what? Let me see. Oh, I see. This is the middle. This is coming off the middle. There we go. The middle of this square. So I'm going to bring it over a little bit. Yeah, right up there. I'm going to sketch it. And there's a round shape in here, and then it just goes around it, comes down to the pot. There we go, down the middle. So it's this shape. It's almost like an exclamation point. Wow, something is ajar. Oh, there's a really good video too. She's really good, and I was no, and she's talking about not worrying about it being perfect as well. I'll put that in I know exactly where that video is. And she has a 5-part video series, but I can tell her drawing. I can see her proportions are off. She didn't doesn't talk about I guess those relationships. I have to watch the other videos though, but I did catch one of her videos where she talks about shading. It was pretty good. I'll share that after this drawing. And her series, you can follow her. And there's other resources and stuff. I need to get organized. All right, so we have overlapping. There's some overlapping here. There's another little cacti, little cactus right in here. It's right in there. Something's wrong with my proportions. I'm not going to worry about it. I feel it should be a little bit bigger, like right in here. So there's a little cactus right in here. Again, it's just to get us going. I can see that I'm going above, but it's okay. This little cactus is there. I'm getting the feel of it, the shape of it. It's kind of like a stretched circle, and there's overlapping. Try to get it into the pot. Right? There's that one. I'm just blocking everything out. And then this last cactus, there's three cactus and one flower. This other cactus does come out way over here. And it's probably about halfway this circle here. Oh, actually, no, that's not bad. It comes out here, up here. And try to get the form. Try to get the form, right? The shapes. Yeah, because you can focus on the line or you can focus on shapes. Everything's made up of shapes. If you focus on shapes, it kind of helps a little bit. The line is more detail. Line is more detail. Then you can focus on line. You need to learn how to kind of go back and forth, seeing the papa shapes, the mama shapes, and the baby shapes. Right now, we're really just focusing on papa shapes and mama shapes. Yeah, and the baby shapes are coming. Detail. The tail, just like on a horse, goes last. All right, and then it comes down in here to the pot. And we are creating space like artists do. They use, I call it pods, space pods, placement. Things that are lower are closer. If there was something here a little bit lower, then it would be closer. Things that are further up are further back. So that's placement. It's called placement. Things that are lower on your paper, even just a little bit lower, is closer. It's an optical illusion. That's placement. Then you have, overlapping. Things are in front, things are behind, everything overlaps. And my hand is in front of this, things behind, so on and so forth. And artists use that to create space on a flat space, the illusion of space. So overlapping, that's the O. And then D is detail. Things that are further away have less detail or dissonance. They kind of like fade into whatever the sky color is as well. D, and that's detail. And then one of my favorites is spot dots. And the last one, size. Things that are closer are bigger. Things that are further back are smaller. So that's how artists create space. Even just here, you can see my hand. One hand is bigger and one hand is smaller. Just in this little space right here. One hand is bigger, one hand is smaller. And that's just size. So amazing. All right, there we go. So pods. All right. I think we're finished blocking things in. Let's start with a detail. Let's start with the one that's closest to us, this one here. It's got all kinds of funky things going on. We're going to start with this point right here. This point right here. Let's zoom in. Let's zoom in and see what's happening. What's happening? What's happening? Hot stuff. All right, here we go. We're going to, gosh. It looks like it goes, there's 2 lines. And this is good because this is now more than just shape, it's form. That's the next level. Always trying to get to the next level. The next level is form. There's 5 basic forms. You need to practice drawing those. And this is a sphere kind of shape. and a pumpkin kind of shape. So I'm kind of starting from that point right here, our center, and then we're kind of dropping down and around. There's a slight axis line, a slight angle to it too. Um, yeah, straighten it out because it looks crooked. All right, yep. And then there's two more lines, and then there's details on top. Let's see, let's put two more lines right in there. One and two, right in there. And then circles. Let's draw some circles on top. Let's use our pen because we can go darker this way. There's circles. I'm not worried about shooting for accuracy. I could and count and but we're not worried about that. We're just gonna get the feel of it. We're gonna get the what is it? The impressionists kind of talked about just the impression. We don't have to worry about accuracy, especially when you get to faces. Yeah. So there's one circle, two circles. Watch your spacing. Three, four. There we go. We got four little circles there. Can I fit another one up on top? No, I'm not gonna worry about it. Ooh, over here. Some more circles. I think, how do we fit? Yeah, something's a little off. It's not a big deal. Two, three, four. There we go. And the line in between. There we go. Again, it's not about perfection. It's about practice, not malpractice. I mean, that's the thing, it is about practice. I mean, and that's the whole thing. Every doctor doesn't save every patient, and every lawyer doesn't win every case. That's what they do, a practice, right? So you just practice to the best you can. The more you practice, the more you'll progress. And here, see those more circles there? And I think they have more, but that's okay. We're just getting the feel of it. We're going with what we think. We got to use our own judgment. Trust your judgment. You got to learn to trust your judgment. Sometimes we don't trust it. We ask other people, what do you think? Oh, I don't know. And that's good to get other people's feedback, but don't get caught up in it all the time. Unless unless you really, they're like a mentor. You see their work, right? Because a lot of times people, oh, what's that supposed to be? They don't know what goes into drawing. They don't know. And some people just talk, and then it's like, oh, and we let that affect us. Don't let that kind of almost have to grow a thick skin, and listen to the feedback. Say, okay, they have a point. No, they don't have a point. Okay, I'm just going to keep practicing. It is the power of practice, and then you can say, okay, I need to focus on my ratios, focus on my angles. You can see this has a slight angle to it, and then focus on my proportions, angles. Proportions is the toughest one, seeing how big something is compared to something else. And there's a lot of little detail and all this little fur. I'm just gonna kind of get the feel of it. There's like two together and then another one going up and then down. And I'm just looking. There's an exercise called blind contour drawing. It's one of the hardest exercises. Blind contour drawing. Betty Edwards. I had a student here who actually had Betty Edwards as one of her teachers one time. That's pretty wild. She's got a book on drawing on the right side of the brain. They know it's not the right side, it's a whole brain now. It's science, amazing times. We're in amazing times. Creativity, being creative. And you can color this. You can do whatever you'd like. It looks like they're in little patches, like little patches of three here. Let me see. One, two, three. I see that little patch of three. Another little patch of three. Let's get these little patches of three. I'm using a ballpoint pen. It is a Bic round stick. See, I went from a colored pencil to, and that's because, yeah, you get to know your materials. I was actually, I play pickleball, and I didn't play pickleball for 30 days while I was in Mexico. But when I came back, I had a friend of mine. She had some paddles, and because I didn't have my paddle yesterday, the day before yesterday. Yesterday I did. I had my paddle, but it was a different paddle, and I can tell the difference. I was like, oh, okay. No, you get used to your paddle, you get too used to materials, and it's like, okay. And once you get used to a material, like, oh, okay, I like this. And then you can really evaluate another material. Right, there we go. There's our first cactus. And we're gonna do this next cactus. Oh, let's not. I would like to, but this one's in front. We've got this flower rose, the hard one. Let's do the hardest thing, because that's in front. I usually sometimes there is an order. I'm going from front to back. We've got this rose, this flower right in here. This one's going to be the tough one. This is going to be the challenge. Let's see how we can break this down. I do see another circle inside that circle. It's let's see, where is that located at? Let me try to break it down. Okay, so on this line, like right in here, let's try. I'm going to break it down into two circles. We're going to go one circle here, and if you don't see it, that's okay. And if maybe you look at it and maybe you can see it. There's like one circle there, and then there's another circle like right in here, almost like an egg shape. I kind of see these two big shapes. If you don't see it, it does take some practice, but that's it. And then we have that third circle. All right, so I'm going to start from the inside and then go out, because then that doesn't really matter. We'll start from the inside and go out. So you can see, yeah, how those circles look. I'll let you get that. Let me zoom out so you can see it in context as well. Right there. I'll zoom out a little bit. I'll zoom out a little bit more. Give you some time to catch up. Catch up. Oh yeah. So there's three tomatoes walking down the street. It's that joke time again. And the baby tomato just kept on slowing down, and Mama Tomato was like, "Hurry up, son! Hurry up, son!" And the mom tells the dad, "Do something! Have him hurry up!" And Dad Tomato steps on him and says, "Ketchup." Donuts. Yeah, that's a terrible joke. Yeah, well, it's even Papa jokes. A bad dad joke beats no joke. All right, that's what I say. I'm full of silliness. All right, let's start off with that small circle. Let's see, zoom in. Did you catch that? Did you get that in there? So let's fill this in. Our three circles there. All right, so I'm going to start off with the little detail. I think I see that little detail. So there's all these little hairs. I'm going to do, I see kind of like three, a bundle of three, and they're kind of like wavy, like it's like the letter S. There's that letter S right there. Kind of exaggerating a little bit. There's one. Yeah, there's a lot of little detail, but seeing how it all fits, see, now you can just do the detail in there. Kind of say, oh, okay, fits in that circle. Boom, 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 and three little lines. Boom, boom, boom. Yeah, because a lot of times we get lost in the detail, and like, oh my God, this looks so hard. Look at all the detail. But if you learn to see and learn to take it apart and learn how to see the parts in the whole and the whole in the parts, that really helps. Really helps. And it takes practice, of course, because some of you might be beginners and kind of like, oh my God. Or you might be doing well, might amaze yourself, but then your next drawing is not good. Then you get discouraged. Don't get discouraged. The power of practice, keeping it consistent. That's the hard part, you know. Sometimes we do too many weights and we don't go back to the gym. All right, so we have our first little leaf, I believe. They're not called leaves. They are modified leaves. They're called petals. That's what they are. Petals, a petal. There's one petal. There's some overlapping and stuff. There's that one petal. A little chip petal. No, I'm just kidding. Petal. Yeah, pedal on the bike. All right, so I'm gonna go again and make another little, it's like the tip of the pedal. It's like this, I don't know, let me see. Yeah, we're definitely not doing this, but there's like that edge that kind of curves a little bit. It has a little twist to it. That's what's happening here. We're drawing that twist, that little twist, and it's really a lot of detail. So I'm trying to get it to fit. And it's like a puzzle, right? You're seeing the puzzle pieces. There's that little lip right there. And I am not doing a great job, an excellent job. So there's that little lip right there. Just do the best you can. And then there's the cup. There's a little cup around it. See, that's that cup around it. So you have that lip and then that cup around it. You can copy me. You can copy the drawing. Do the best you can. I'm just here to try to help you break it down before I break down, because I'm doing the best I can here. Let's get another petal right in here, chip petal right in there. We've got another, and these are like little D shapes, like the letter D right in there. There's one. And they do offset each other. There's one. Oh, this one over here. This one looks like a letter. I don't know. Right in here, another petal. What is it? Oh, this looks like a tapered tail. This looks like a tapered tail kind of going up a little bit right in there. And it's a puzzle. This is what makes drawing fun. Once you figure it out, okay, ooh, I'm gonna do this puzzle. It's like people do puzzles and look at this is an inexpensive way of doing a puzzle. What does a pencil cost nowadays? You know, it's less than a quarter, or probably maybe a quarter inflation. But yeah, you do the best you can. See, I don't know, see if we have anything in the chat. I'll take a little break. Oh, we're down to 80. We lost 20 people. All right. Thank you. Thank you. Thanks for coming. Taking off. Oh, okay, cool. Thank you. It's a great lesson. I have to go after the hour. Oh, it is after the hour. Isn't it after the hour already? Oh my gosh. Yeah, we are getting a little more advanced. We do stay for quite a while sometimes. Ah, my phone, I did drop it. Oh, yeah, 7:01, 7:01. All right, we're at the hour. At the hour. So yes, now we're getting more advanced. I should try to keep it simple for the first hour. It's beginner, intermediate. It's still kind of, I lost my drawing. Going back and forth. Oh, there it is, screenshot. Oh, there we go. That's good. All right. Yeah, we're still working on this flower. There's a lot of stuff here. Looks like there's, yeah, two layers. We're going to round it, around the outside. Oh, there's some little bit of overlapping. This next shape right in here, right in there, another petal with a little point right in there going outside. Yeah, oh my gosh. What's been exciting is I've actually was it this summer? Gosh, it seems like everything's blurring together. I went to one of my our former students um, who used to come to our class. She had an art show. She was in an art show too. She's been in a couple art shows. One of our former students. Exciting to see. Regina. And then, yeah, here's another petal right in there. And here's another petal, petal to the metal in that space, kind of like that. We come to like a little point, and there's a little bit of overlapping. You can see which one goes over, which one goes under. They fit right about there. There's three. Here's another one. This one actually looks like it's coming behind and over, and just like that. Yeah, so if you get like, that circle and then up here, because it is off center, just kind of like an egg, that yolk was off center. That really helps really sell that petal. Another petal. This one's behind. I'm going to go like this and around. Right in there. See? A little bit of a point. Kind of looks like a face, and that little point's a nose. And then our next petal. Yeah, this next petal. Let's see. Yeah, from up here. And then we're going to go over, down, and around. Yeah, see, and it fits right in there. Let's see. Okay, and then this other big one. I'm going to do another big one right in here. This one comes off of this. Right in there in the middle, comes down. And it's very similar. A little bit of a point. Doesn't have to be exact. There's that one. There we go. And then we go even bigger. This one comes down. There we go. I'm going to keep going around it. This one looks like just the letter V would be good. And the quality of line, that's important too. Sometimes it's a little hard to get with a pen. A nice clean line, or it's a sketch. That's okay. Some art teachers get all, and that's good. I mean, it's good. You want to work on your quality of line, but when you're sketching, it doesn't matter. It's just a sketch. It's just a sketch, and it should look sketchy. Hey, that drawing, you're under arrest. You look a little sketchy. That's the first time I say that joke. I'm always saying jokes. That's a new one. Fresh off the tongue. All right, so here's another little petal. Okay, it looks like there's more petals here that we kind of missed. Yeah, there's a layer of petals. Here's another one. Let's add one here. Another like this C petal right in there. There's that one. And then this other one, uh, it goes on top. You kind of come to a point, a little bit of a point. There we go. Yeah, you can look at my drawing. You can look at the original. See how it's the same, how it's different. That's higher level thinking. Compare and contrast is what that's called. You compare and contrast, but don't compare to despair. Don't say, oh, my drawing doesn't look as good. Don't compare to despair. It's always about the next one. All right. And that's because a lot of times we do that. We compare and despair. And then, what is it they call it? Something about the Joneses, the neighbors, buying stuff we don't need to impress people we don't like. Oh man, that's a life lesson. Yeah, you think you thought it was about drawing, but no. All right, so there's another petal right in here. Boom. That looks like that's about right. And there's a whole bunch of petals up this way, up and around. I think, yeah, back up in there. Yeah, because I think these petals in here, I don't know, could probably add. That's the heart of the flower. All right, we're on round one. Here's another one. Let's go round two again. Let's start from the top. There's another one right in here that goes up. Yeah, this actually is that top of that circle that I kind of saw. This kind of goes right to that top circle. And then we have another set of petals up there. So there's one right there. And then watch the overlapping and the underlapping. That kind of gives it another sense of realism. I'm just throwing it in. I'm just getting the feel of it. I'm not worrying about perfection. Just worrying about practice. And if you need to throw another petal in here, just get to squeeze in. Get to squeeze in. Have a little bit of a point. Gonna go around. There's those petals. I think there's still some more up in here. So I've got this one here. Oh yeah, let's do one more right in here. Yeah, we really got yeah, this is definitely for this hour now. Wow, how many drawings did we do? Wow, we spent a lot of time on that girl, I guess. There's that one. There's that petal. All right, all right. Yeah, a lot of detail. This one has a lot of detail. Alrighty. All right, here's another petal right in here. Notice how they fit. You got to notice how they fit. If it doesn't fit, just don't quit. There's an old reference. Yeah, well, I don't know. Some controversial stuff. I'm not gonna talk about it. I'm not gonna get into it, but it is important. If it's not right, it's okay. Just keep up the fight. There you go. If it doesn't fit, don't quit. Just keep at it. Next time. Yeah, the more you practice, again, it is the whole thing of practice. You're just getting this for the first time, like, oh wow, shapes, fit, puzzle, right? Sometimes the puzzles are missing a piece, and that's okay. Just keep going. Keep going, keep going. Yeah, a lot of times you don't compare it to the box. They don't know. People don't know. They'll see that. Wow, that looks incredible. All right, here we go. This other petal right in here. And there's a pattern to the petals. Pattern. I love patterns. That's another art word. It's actually a principle. Principle. P's. Practice. Patience. Persistence. The principles. Patterns. Here we go. Another petal right in here. Should petal. Do we go bigger? Go home. Yeah, well, it's looking good. Trying to get the outer petals now. There's another petal right in here. This is the last petal. And it was just a guideline. I mean, I don't think I'm going to go out that far. And it's just the guide. We started from the center, going out and around. I'm trying to get as many of these petals as we go around, round and round, round and round. Where it stops, it's up to you. There's another petal. I think another petal right in here. There we go. And I think these petals are fine over here. I think it's up on the up around the top. Nothing to worry about. Yeah, because those are fine. There's that one, and then I think I don't know, it's some kind of like other little petal, or part of that petal that kind of comes out, sticks out like that. And this really helps break up that circle. You get the feel of the circle, but then these little pieces that jump out, boom, really give it variety. Instead of looking at like a hard ball, it's this that sticks out that really makes it give it variety and a little, you know, breaking the circle. Another petal that sticks out like that. Yeah, this has a lot of detail. So if you're hanging in there, you're doing awesome. Keep it up. Keep it up. Keep it up, Buttercup. Don't quit. Don't quit. Don't quit. Let's see. That's it. You're a hero. You're a hero. You're not. Just think about who you're gonna do this for. You're a warrior, fighting the battles, fighting this one, kind of breaking it down, but there's another petal right in here between these two, kind of putting it in there. That's looking good. It's looking good. I think it's looking pretty good. Throw some more petals in there. Let's throw another little thin one up in here. Right in there. And I'm actually skipping some of the detail. There's just so much. Right? We're just getting the feel of it with the impression, like the impressionists. There's that one right there. Then, yeah, and especially when you're first starting, you got to decide what level of accuracy you're going to shoot for. Just going to shoot for fun, shoot for fun. If you're going to shoot for accuracy, we can actually put a real grid on there and really, and you can get lost in the drawing, or you can get frustrated if you depending on your level. You gotta find your level. You gotta find your level. And then challenge yourself every once in a while. Don't stay at that level. You start like, okay, simple shapes. Then you go to form. Yeah, that's when we start try different classes. There's a lot of I right after this drawing, I gotta go find that video. We'll do that video. Girl, she's really good. But it's hard to teach and draw because I know her proportions are off. I'll show you. Her proportions are off on her coffee pot. All right, there's another petal. I think I'm just gonna add some more petals up here, and then we're gonna continue. I think this is the most detailed part. Yeah, we're just doing these like petals in here. I'm gonna fake it right in there. There's another petal. Put one in front, one behind. You decide. I'm gonna put this one behind a little bit. Let's do some more petals right in there. A little bigger. Notice how they're bigger. Changing the size and kind of keeping that circle shape. Kind of keeping that circle shape. Look at that. Let's zoom out a little bit. There you go. Ooh, look at that. It's coming along. Zoom out again a little bit more just so you can see it in context again. See how it all fits like a puzzle. Zoom in. It's coming along, singing the song. All right. Yes, yes, yes. Don't get discouraged. Happy little accidents happen. Let's see. Oh yeah, there's a lot more in here. And if you can get a pattern going, great. If you don't see the pattern, well, you got to practice drawing flowers. Those are good things to do. Fun. Right in here, another petal. Right to that circle shape. And there you go. I like that. I think I'm good with that. There's some more we can probably put. I think there's probably let's put a little one right in here. Right in there, right to the circle. Notice how it's going right to that circle. And it gives it order. Two little ones that I just added. All right, I'm happy with that. Whew, that was a lot of work right in there. All right, now we can do, let's do the next one. Next layer down is this one, is this big. Let's zoom out. And these are going to go a lot faster. That was the hard part. We're done with the hard part. We're done with the hard part. And I think it looks pretty good. I think it looks pretty good. It's not too shabby. There's some things that are missing, but it's good enough. Good enough. But sometimes it's not. Good enough is not good enough if it can be better. The big if it can be better. Yep. And better is not good enough if it can be best. But sometimes you got to learn to acceptance. Say, okay, that's it. I'm pushing myself already. I'm pushing just being here tonight. All right, so I kind of have it already. I'm just gonna go outline our shape because it's already here. I'm happy with it. I can already see it, so I can just making it darker. It is behind. Artist create space. This is behind the flower, and then just make it continuous. Make sure it kind of continues behind, and it's continued, right? So this, is behind that flower. And then this one goes actually in front of this other cactus. Is it in front? Yeah, I think, yeah, it's in front. So we don't have to worry about it. It's slightly in front. So we're gonna make it in front. This pen, it's a Bic. Bic is not. Marker would probably be good. It's all good. It's all good. Sometimes you gotta have to struggle with your tool. Sometimes you gotta, push it the most you can to really learn what it can do, what it can't do. And then say, okay, next time I'm gonna try markers. Next time I'm gonna try this. And then you dabble. But that's secondary. What's more important is the drawing skill. Then materials. Once you kind of get an idea of, okay, I'm practicing my shapes, my proportions, my angles. There's a slight angle to this. A slight angle to this. If I see the axis line, like the axis on the earth, there's a slight axis to it. And this one as well, it's kind of going out that way. If I put an axis line, it'll help. Watch if you see this axis line. And this is part of zooming in, zooming out, the papa shapes, seeing the axis line, seeing that axis line, seeing the big shapes, right? Focusing on that, and then medium-sized shapes, then the detail. Being able to go back and forth. Like this, these, I can put 2 dots and you can imagine a line. I can put 3 dots, you can imagine a triangle, right? Or you can see the dots by themselves. Or if I put another dot over here, it's kind of using your imagination. The greatest nation. Imagination. Einstein says, knowledge is great, but imagination will take you everywhere. All right. All right, let's do this one. Again, it's the same thing. We're gonna have our point right here, the tip of the point. That's where we're kind of like going out from. And let's see. And watch out for tangents, but don't worry about that too much. A tangent is when things like kind of line up. But we're gonna go from here and kind of split open. I don't know, what is that? Like a slice of not a pizza slice. It's more like a slice of cantaloupe or watermelon because it does curve. Because this is kind of like a pumpkin. If you've ever seen a pumpkin or drawn a pumpkin, that's that piece that goes there that's kind of facing us. And then we'll worry about that. I guess it continues down here. So we can kind of continue down here, these two, because they go up. And then there's how many? Oof, there's a bunch. There's some that are really close, closer than others. So it kind of gets lost down here. Yeah, so the next one will be really close. It doesn't look like it matches up. I'm looking at the final one. That's okay. All right, there's that one. It looks like there's 2. I can see 2, and then I can see 3 on this side. So there's 2 on this side. 1, 2. 2 little, and they should curve, and it should kind of almost go parallel, especially this last one. Notice how it goes parallel or kind of echoes that outside edge. It echoes that outside edge. And then if you do that one, then you can cut that one in half. And this, the spacing and all that stuff does take a little bit of practice. This one has 3, so I can actually cut this kind of like down the middle, right in there. And then just cut those in half, right? There's another one down the middle, right on that side. And then another one down the middle on that side. And you're eyeballing it as you go down, watching the other lines. So this is a new way of drawing, maybe for some of you, because you're drawing, you just draw. But now when you draw, you're actually watching the surroundings and seeing how it fits. There we go. See how I broke that down? Break it down. One had thirds, one had fourths, or I don't know, fractions. Then we're going to bring that down on this side. So I know there's two more on this side. So I'm going to do two. And it doesn't matter. They can be really close. You can't see that one there. It looks like there's one that really close, and then another one right in there. And that kind of goes up there. Our outside lines kind of match, so that's good. The inside lines, nobody's going to notice as much. You can shade and color. All right, we're almost there. Yeah, this is going to go a little quicker. All right, so we got three on this side. Oh, okay, how do we do that? Then we can find the middle one. And then just two on the sides. One actually, we'll break that one. Put that one close together. Variety is a spice of life. And those two can be really close. And then this one right in here just kind of echoes. If it's all the same, it would be too monotonous. Oh, battery's running low. What's happening? We're gonna, I thought I was plugged in. Well, that gave me a warning. Uh-oh, 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 uh-oh. What did plug in? Oh, yeah. Well, that was pretty good. It lasted quite a while. All right. Okay, are we plugged in? We got power. All right. Oh, that's the wrong one. Nope. Where's my power? Oh, here it is. Wow, we went without power for a while. Don't want to lose everybody. All right, here we go. Oh, this thing's doing good. I haven't used this computer in a while. Ah, there we go. Life saving. There we go. Whew. Wow, that was good. Thank you, D. All right, clean it up, make it look nice. I'm not going to worry about the detail on this one. We're going to do that last. Let's do this last cactus over here, cacti. All right, and looks like it has only four, and it's a little bit wider. I'm going to probably even go a little bit wider. Oh, I am going to go wider because it looks like it. See, I can see how it fits where it starts and stops. I'm going to bring it out to here. So let's focus just on this. I can zoom in a little bit. Focus on this cactus. And I can see I have it going here. And if I look at the picture, it's actually coming out on this side a little bit. So I can make it a little bit wider. And it does look wider than this one. So I'm going to move it out here, make that adjustment. And then just go with it, the outside of it. Here we go. I like that. I like that there. And it's a real thin line. It's a thin line between love and hate. Yep. Yeah, there's a lot of connections. See the connections. Everything's connected. It's only in schools where they divide everything. Schools, they have different subjects, departments, all apart. You have your art. But me as a STEM teacher, try to bring it all together because it is all connected. I mean, you can't have an iPhone without design or math or, all that stuff. It's all connected. Yep. All connected. Seeing the parts and the whole. All right. Let me zoom out just a little bit. I guess, yeah, I know what I can do. Zoom in and then move my camera up. That'll help a little bit better. Yeah, there we go. Get it to fit just right. I was watching, I think, last month's video, and I'm like, oh, I didn't zoom in. I just kind of kept it all at one spot. Oh, because we had like 70 something people last month. This week, I don't know how many people didn't make it in this. I apologize again. I'm going to try to fix that. Then we're going to go weekly. Again, don't give up, right? Something that, it didn't work. I see that so much, especially with students. Oh, that doesn't work. Oh, that class is too hard. That class is too easy. Yeah, it's hard teaching a lot of students. Trying to aim for the middle. But that's the thing. You got to take ownership. Ownership. Own the ship, because then you can steer it, right? Steer the ship. All right, here we go. There's only four. So we're going to find the center again and then break this down into four pieces. We're going to do the two. We're just going to do this right here. Just kind of curve it. Aim for there. There's already one in there. Actually, we can use that one. So I'm going to kind of aim for this one. Get that little cantaloupe shape piece because it's actually like kind of like a football. Speaking of football, Super Bowl, I didn't see it. I was on a plane. I was on the plane on my way back. I'd like to go to Spain actually. Spain is on my list now. From Mexico, where they were building the pyramid, where they were building on the pyramids. I'm gonna go to Spain and try to build a pyramid on one of their. No, I'm just kidding. Oh man, and I was seeing all this stuff and talking to people say, yeah, even down in Peru, they were building their cathedrals on top of the pyramids and on top of there's so many pyramids. Oh man, I was blown away about how many there really are everywhere. I was at Montalban, I was at Teotihuacan, I was all over the place. I saw all kinds of I was just amazed how vast and how incredible these civilizations and minds. I've been to Chichen Itza, I've been to Tulum, been to different places. All right, so there's our center one. We just need to break this down one more time. Right in here. See, I'm going to use that one. That was our original. See, happy little accident where you're using it. Here's one. And then here's this other one that's going to go under our flower. That is why we draw, what's closer first and what's behind. And this is good. Sometimes you figure this out the hard way. Well, especially with painting. With painting, my students would always paint the tree first. They would paint the tree and then they tried painting the background. But once you have your tree in, painting the background, you have to go in between all the little, branches. Oops. In between all the little branches and stuff. But if you were just to paint your background first and then paint the tree on top, you wouldn't, that's sequence. What goes first, what goes second? And sometimes you learn the hard way, and that's okay. That's first principles. First principles, learning the hard way. Like, oh, okay, now I know why we don't do it that way. And I've learned a lot that way. I've learned a lot by doing it the wrong way. Right, right, right. Yeah, yeah. Take my advice. I'm not using it. No, I'm just kidding. I do use it. That's definitely, and it's not giving up. It's like, okay, next time I need to do it this way. Next time I need to, yeah, come back and have a little more time. No, I actually was at the doctor's with my mom. You can only do so much. Do the best you can with what you have. There we go. All right, we're almost there. All right, now down to the detail. We're done with down to the nitty gritty. All right, we're going to go left to right, and we're going to finish this up. So let's start off with the little circles. Oops, let's make sure it's straight up and down. And yeah, feel free to go back and color it or make more or do your own thing. Do your own thing. All right, here we go. There's a lot of little circles, and there's no, actually, I can see that there's no consistency. They're just here and there. So I'm just going to put them on top. Here, some smaller, some closer, some bigger, some smaller, some bigger. Let me see. I don't know how inconsistent they are, but that's easy. It's just some bigger, some smaller. There's a little bit of consistency. I mean, there's a range, home on the range. Connections. Yeah, it's the universe favors the connected mind. Find the connections, make the connections. There we go. There's one set of little circles. The next one. And I'm just going to kind of here, there. Just get the feel of it. Yeah, we can, again, shoot for accuracy if we really wanted to, but well, we're just shooting for fun. If you're not having fun, you're not doing it right. And if you're having too much fun, sometimes you gotta, okay, focus. All right, I'm gonna try to shoot for that. And that's fun too, making it a challenge, taking on the challenge. The hardest thing, drawing faces. I'm gonna try drawing faces. All right, we did. That's what we start off with, faces. Today, little girl face. There's a cartoon, but hey, that's faces are challenging. I can start doing cartoons. Start doing cartoons, whatever it takes. Okay. A little big circle, small circle. Let's go a little bit bigger behind this petal. Small, small, close, two small ones close together. I want to see what kind of patterns. Oh, there's some really big spaces. Some big, there we go. Some two big spaces right there. Just going with whatever feels right. Right in there. All right, one more. One more for the road. Yeah, these are bigger. Let me get some big ones, some big circles on there. Because on this one has a lot. The second one has smaller circles. That's some contrast. We're compare contrasts. How's it the same? How's it different? Using our thinking mind. There we go. There we go. Let's get some bigger circles in here. A little variety. How are things the same? How are things different? Even twins are different. I have twins in my class, and I always try to, figure out which one was which and try to keep them different because people would always compare them and say, no, everybody's individual. Everybody's an individual, even twins. All right, there we go. We're done with one cactus. So just the little hairs on the outside we need to do. Let's do the circles on this one. The circles are probably a little bit smaller, a little bit closer together on this other cacti. So I'm just gonna go, and they look more consistent. These circles look more consistent. Yep, I'm looking at them. I'm observing. I'm not worrying about the exactness. I just know they're on this line. I don't know about that. I'm looking for consistency. Small ones all the way through. Here, other one was less consistent. Let's see, right there, about the same, all the way down. Go. Oh, my. I want to do a US tour. So if anybody has an extra driveway out there, no, I'm just kidding. Well, maybe I'm not. I don't know. I want to get to Kansas. I want to get to Santa Fe. I am retired, so I am lucky. I know I'm lucky. I know I am. I'm doing this for free. Been doing this for free since COVID. Some people have donated on that thing, but it hasn't covered all my costs. I know this Zoom meeting things, and even the meetup, there's a charge. Um, Definitely haven't made it money. I think if I get that, people sign up for my YouTube and subscribe. I need to start pushing that. Subscribe to the YouTube. That will help. I can monetize that. But I know I've got a lot more other work I'm doing and stuff. But once I really get that going, then I'm going to push it more. All right, here we go. Let's get some more circles on there. I'm looking back and forth, seeing how, so making it, there is some, I'm looking at making it too consistent. Let's see if I can break it up a little bit. See all these lined up. That looks weird. Break it up a little bit. Get these circles on there. There we go. Break it up a little bit so they're not lining up so much. Here, I'm gonna shift it. You can get lost in your drawing. Oh, there's all kinds of drawings. You can doodle. There's also something called and Pearl got into that. She was even taking the class. You can look at this. They're called Zentangles. And you get lost in those drawings. They're called Zentangles. If you go to zentangle.com, it's spelled Z-E-N and then tangle like rectangle Zentangle. And there's videos and all kinds of stuff. And you don't have to worry about drawing things to make things look like something. You can get lost in the shapes and the lines and the forms they actually have several Zentangles. Zen, Z-E-N tangle. That's just felt like a Zen tangle because we're just putting little circles wherever they land. Happy little drawing. There we go. Zen tangles feel like that a little bit. You just go with it. It's very therapeutic. You just boom, boom, pop, pop, fizz. Oh, what a relief it is. Oh God. You just don't visualize. Imagination, the greatest nation. Oh my gosh, record breaking today. This is the most we've had 80. We've had last month we had 72, 73. This we really took the cake this time. We had 400 people. There was a lot of people that didn't make it on. Again, I feel bad, but I will put this video out. I will put the video out. There we go. You can get some shading in. I'm actually adding a little bit of shading, but I'm not, it doesn't have shading. You push and pull. And that's with a ballpoint pen. All right, all we need is a little free stuff. And there's quite a variety. Try to actually, a good way to do this is actually see where the ones that are kind of really stick out the most. There's one like right in here. There's like a three in here. Try to see them. See that? There's three right there. And there's some over here. Because they don't really matter, you can just kind of, and then just fill them in, right? There we go, fill. There's two over here. There's three right here. One, two, three. There's a lot of three first. Three right there. Two right there, and then a small one. There's a whole bunch left right here. One, two, three, maybe four, five, six. There we go. See, it's starting to get that as I go around the outside, around the outside. All right, you guys are sketchbook heroes, hardcore heroes. We're going. We're going. We are on our second hour. No, we're still an hour and a half into this. Hour and a half. That's good. Somewhere in the middle here. I'm kind of looking at the little trying to copy, trying to draw what I see, observe, looking back and forth. Make two right there, plus a third one right in here. Let's add another one in here. Trying to just get the feel of it. One, two. I'm just gonna do two right there. Yeah, use your own judgment. Oh, three. Let's do three coming down like that. Might be echoing that a little bit too much. Maybe we'll have one going this way. Two, three. There we go. That looks good. Got a bunch in here. Yep, yep, yep. There we go. Yeah, it's all this detail that like, oh my gosh, you did that. But we're just putting it on our framework, right? We have the framework of the house. And once your framework of the house is solid, then you know all the detail, all the other stuff, it just goes right in there, and you don't have to worry too much because you know you have a solid frame of the house. It's when you focus on detail is when your drawing's kind of like you need to know what to focus on. Focus, the power of focus. I was hoping to get my things printed out. Next time, next time. But this is cool. This is fun. We're just having fun here. So much you can learn from drawing. Just observing alone, learning to observe, learning to see the world around us, learning to see shapes. You know, start seeing shapes everywhere. Oh, there's a circle. I mean, you just focus on one. Look, I'm looking for circles. Ooh, there's a circle. Ooh, there's a circle. And see how they change. The circle changes to an oval, right? And then you start getting into form. All right, that cactus looks pretty good. If I want to get more shading in there, I can see this is good practice with a pen. Look at that. Shade one side. This is form. All right, looking good, looking good, looking good in the hood. I am adding some shading here. So don't compare to despair. Compare and say, oh, wow, I'm going to practice that. And just all it is just practice. And that's why you have a sketchbook. And you can keep your sketchbook private. You don't have to show your sketchbook off. A lot of artists just use their sketchbook sketches to sketch. And then they don't show their work. They don't show their sketches. It's just for thinking and feeling. And then they take that and they make paintings from it. All right, our last little furry friend. Looks like these, I can see these look longer. Yeah, look at this. I can see like a pair that kind of like one goes under and then one goes over like that. They kind of like, looks like a fish, like those little fishes you see on the back of cars. Jesus, yes. Right in there. One goes under, one goes over. Trying to capture some of these. Yeah, some of these are a lot longer, thinner. Try to get the feel of it, see which ones I see. Go in there and try to spread them out and spread them out nice and even so they're not clumped and they kind of like go out. Just trying to get the feel of it. See that one right there? There's one right in here. Nobody's gonna go, hey, you're missing one. If they do, you need to get them out of your life. Like, okay, thanks for your advice. No, you don't. Sometimes it's family. Excuse me. Yeah, I know. I don't know. You gotta learn how to handle people who just talk. They have no filter. They have no filter. Yeah, okay, thanks for your advice. Let me see your drawings. I used to draw. Yeah. Mhm. Yep, yep, yep. That happens. I used to. I used to draw. Yeah. Then somebody said, then somebody said something. Yep, yep, yep. There we go. Yep, yep, yep. You have creative license. I'm giving everybody a creative license tonight. You have the license to be creative. Say, hey, well, it's all right. I have a creative license. I'm getting my drawing permit. Oh my God, that's too funny. I have a drawing permit. Chavez, Mr. Chavez. Ladio. Ladio says, I got a drawing permit. You have, I've worked with Disney artists and they say, a lot of them have this thing. They say, oh, you have about 1,000 bad drawings in you, and your challenge is to get those drawings out. Get those bad drawings out. You have to, so you can get to the good ones. Yeah, yeah, yeah. All right. Oh, it's coming along. We're almost there. Almost there. Let me see. I'm trying to look back and forth. These, these hairs are really wild. Wild hair. Get it? Wild hair. Bugs Bunny. He had his joke was though hair dye, hair dye hair. Get it? That's yeah, that was a Bugs Bunny one. Who's amazing is Mel Blanc. My gosh, I found out recently, maybe a year ago too, that he did the voice. He did hundreds of voices, but I didn't know he did the voice for Captain Caveman, who was a cartoon in the 80s. Captain Caveman. He did Pepe Le Pew. He did Yosemite Sam. He did hundreds of voices. Yep, yep, yep. All right. Ooh, there's another little hair. There's two by two. Getting into the arc. Yeah, one of the things actually I saw in Mexico, I went to Tasco, one of the towns that I went to, and they actually have a mining. They found a mine there. That town is known for silver, and they had a mine that would the before it was pre-Columbian. It was a pre-Columbian mine, and they actually shut it down. They actually closed it off so that they when the Spanish came, it became hidden. And that was one of the mines that got escaped. So when they were building the hotel, they had the hotel there for years, and they wanted to expand on the hotel, and they found the hidden cavern that they were getting their silver from. Amazing, it was amazing. Oh yeah, my little vacation trip was a whole lot of fun, a lot of art. All right, we're down to this last little line here, the last leg. Looks like it looks like it's longer than it needs to be, but that's okay. All right, well, there's a patch of three. Maybe I don't know. Looks like more. One, two, and a little one going that way. And add another little patch right in here. A patch of two, maybe three. Mhm. Watch the variety. Try to get the feel of it. You can see that they clump together a little bit. One, two, and that my purple lines don't help because it's covering up some of the detail. Or maybe that does help. Again, it gives you permission to do what you feel. Do what you feel. Yeah, your feelings can get you into trouble though. If I feel like eating, I feel like eating, I feel like yeah, eating the wrong thing. Yeah, sugar is addictive. Watch out. Balance. All right. I think that's it. Oh, I think I'm done. I'm gonna sign this. There we go. Sign your work if you're proud of it. There, I have work that I haven't signed because I didn't not crazy about it. And that's okay. What's important is the practice. There it is. Whew. Let me look for that. You can work on this drawing a little more. I'm gonna try to find that video. I know where it is. It's in my thing over here. Let me jump over. How many people we got? We got down to 37. All right, cool. Let's see anything in the. Ooh, somebody shared their drawing. Awesome. Very good. Let's see. Ooh, what is I had a pottery teacher, let me see, who adamant that artwork be grounded on pots. He made us what, shadow under the bottom of the foot. Oh, and he was right. It looks so much better to be grounded. Yeah, that's true, actually. Yeah, our pot is floating. Our pot is floating. Yeah, a little bit of his shadow does help ground it. Yeah, like this. Yep, yep, yep. Yeah, it does help. Yeah, there it is. Now it's grounded. Not a floating pot, but it's all good. It does help. I've uh, I've had that experience. That's why I know as well. But you live and learn. Can't cover everything all the time. There's a little bit of shadow. All right, here we go. Let's see. It looks so much better to be grounded. Yeah, looks great. Thanks. Oh, there's somebody posted their drawing there. Ooh, somebody else posted their drawings. Awesome. Ah, little girl with a little heart. Oh, awesome. A little community going here. Nice, Jake. Oh, great job, everyone. Everyone did so well. Awesome. I can see the comments and stuff in there. Ooh, somebody finished up there. Great job. Thanks for sharing, being brave. Yeah, you guys are definitely sketchbook warriors. Newell, Bridget, awesome. Emily, excellent job. Right, Jake, thanks for sharing. A lot of people sharing. You got getting ahead of me, Tracy. Awesome, very good. What else? Very nice. I love the shading. Oh yeah, somebody else just posted their drawing. Awesome. With the shadow. Oh yeah, no, good. Long time. Long time student here. I'm super happy I drew something. Awesome. Joanne, thanks for joining us. I finished before you. Yes. Awesome. That's good. Good night. Thank you. You're welcome. Gotta go. Thanks. So much fun. This was really fun. I'm glad. Heck yeah. Need to drop in. It was fun. Need to drop. Looking good. Thanks for this. You're welcome. Thanks a lot. I'll see you around. All right. Joshua. Yeah, thanks. I know he always. Oh, we'll be here on Sundays in about 2 weeks, so we're gonna make it a regular thing. Back to the regular. But this time it's gonna be a little different. We're just gonna hang out. You're welcome. You're welcome. Feels good to draw. Got to go. All right. Awesome job, Eladia. Thanks so much. See you in the next one. All right, Mike. Thank you. That was fun. Thanks so much. We're gonna draw still. We're still gonna hardcore heroes. We're gonna keep going. Beginner here, sticking around, but just watching. I'm overwhelmed. Whew, but having fun. Awesome. Yeah, this one we got we got tough quick. But yeah, just give it a go. Give it a go. And especially if you're watching on video, you can stop and pause and rewind. And all right, all right, all right, all right. And there's a lot more comments. Wow, he was a numbskull. Who's that? Why did the skeleton stay all right? Why did the skeleton stay in the snow all night? He was a numbskull. Ah, I get it. No, that joke is from the Pulp Fiction. Which one? I have that book. It's good. Wow, you guys did a lot of comments. Can you bring the sketchbook down so we can see the top, please? Oh man, well there you go. I don't know. Yeah, I don't know. Maybe I drew too big. There it is. All right, so let me find that video. And let's see. Let's get back here. And we'll start our next drawing. I don't know which one we're gonna do. Awesome, awesome. I'll take requests. Oh, there's 8 new messages. Wow, we're going through a bunch. Wow. For my first class, it is challenging but fun. Thanks. You're welcome. Many thanks. Oh, a lot of people thanking. Wow, great shading. Open dots. I'm seeing all these comments. There's more people sharing their work. Awesome. Thanks for sharing. Let me find that book. Let me find that book. That videos, actually, videos. If I go to My Brain Tools website. Let's see. Oh, I tried getting that. I really did. Tried getting YouTube Live, but all right, here we go. There's it is. Go to my drawing page, drawing, and then go to my Google Doc. And here it is. Hopefully it opens. Yes, it does. And there it is. I think this is the video called Creature College Drawing Voyage. My graphite shading pro explained. Yeah, yes, that's it. Erica. I'll put it down here. She's good. Oh, actually, why don't we let's rag on her a little bit. Oh.
Walk away, putting myself on display when zero for me a day. I'm on my way.
No, she's good. She's got a series of drawings.
Hey everyone, and welcome to the fifth and final episode
Yes.
of my Drawing for the Total Beginner series. This is a series that I am creating for.
I don't know. I don't want to get. Let me see. I just want to show you her drawing. Oh, there it is. Let me see. The finished one. But good. She goes through the steps. She does a lot of good stuff. She does some shading. Oh, here she's drawing some. Here, let me share my screen. Where's my? Oh, over here. Here it is. Zoom meeting. There we go. Let me share my screen. Share, share. There it is. So you can see what I'm talking about. There you go. She's got this, I think this coffee pot that she did. Here we go. There it is. There's the coffee pot. You can see her proportions on her, especially at the little top knob. It's a little off, and that's not a big deal. There's certain things that, yeah, I don't know as far as accuracy, but it's not a big deal. It's not a big deal. What's important is the lessons and listening to her. I'll put her in the. But you can see the yeah the knob and the anchor angles. I have to go see her other videos, see. But that's awesome, man. She's got something. I don't have something that clean and I'm working on it. But I'm just doing it for fun. All right, there it is. Let's ooh, chat. Great shading, two new messages. Don't worry, it gets easier. The big thing is just to do it. Yes. Who's is that one of our long time? Yeah, Leanna, there you go. Awesome. She knows what's up. You don't ever have to show your artwork, right? Well, maybe if you take a class, you have to show it. Yeah, if you sometimes, but even still. And that's the biggest thing. We get caught up worried about what other people going to say, and it's that kind of does paralysis from an analysis. And there's the video. I just put it out there. Yeah, because even her, you see, we can talk about her, and I can see, okay, like there's certain things that would probably help her improve her drawing. But that's the whole thing. That's what makes like pickleball fun. You just do it for fun, and there's always a next level. I mean, just getting the ball over the net. I'm a big pickleball fan. Look at let's put 22 now. My favorite number. Thumbs up. How many does she have? I think she's pretty new. Let me see. She has 25,000 subscribers. That's really good, but only 22 fingers up. I think this video is pretty new because that came out in my feed. Yeah, 2 days ago. Let's see. Dun, dun, dun. All right. All right, next drawing. Next. It's not about this last drawing. It's always about the next one. Might be an easier one. Let's see. I do take requests, but nobody's saying anything. Let's see what else is here. People, those in old ones. Oh, I wrote that too. Here, let me see. I wrote a comment right here on his. Said, awesome. Thanks for sharing. Your bravery will grow your creativity. True sketchbook warrior. Yeah, and it is sharing sometimes. There's, it's a little scary. Oh, I like that one. Oh, I think we'll do that one. It's a three-quarter view, face. It's really small. The pictures, who did this? Demi. Demi doing. And then this one, there's that one. Demi added some pics. I added that one. Oh, perspective. Well, actually, I kind of like this. All right, I think we'll just do two drawings. I want to learn how to draw a cow. I love cows. We did that last week. Let me see. We have a video. Yeah, actually, we can do simple cow. Just as a request. You're requesting it. And these are my pictures from my trip. All right. Oh, yeah, those are fun. I like that. They are Valentine's. But okay, we'll draw a quick cow. A cartoon. Oh, I wanted to draw that one too. Maybe next time. I'm feeling a little pooped. There's a cow from last time. That was a good one. Zoom in. Zoom in. No, I don't know what they did. All right, we'll do the cartoon, simple cartoon cow. I wanted to draw that one, and I wanted to draw the perspective. What time is it? Yeah, I don't know. I think I still have, oh, yeah, we'll pause. I think I have, what is that?
Jet lag.
No, I don't know. All right, let's see. Let's stop. Thank you for joining us. I'm gonna start over again because that way I can have two videos. Stop recording.